Nigeria's oldest indigenous social and recreational club, the Yoruba Tennis Club, held its 93rd anniversary public lecture on Friday, the 4th of October 2019, at the Greetings Hall of the Yoruba Tennis Club in Oniko, Lagos. The theme of the lecture was Perspective and Security Challenges in Nigeria from 1999 to 2019, The Way Forward. Present at the event were the guest speaker, the Executive Governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, Assistant Controller General of Customs Zonal Coordinator, Mrs. Kesie Kekezie, Dr. Bolaji Ajeni Fuja, the Chairman, Yoruba Tennis Club, Brother Architect Olaomi Agbaje, the Vice Chairman, Yoruba Tennis Club, Chief Jide Damasio, Past Chairman of the Club, Past President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Mr. Donyo Wulabi, members of Ekiti-Kparakpo Club of Lagos, among many others. The event, which was compared by Chief Olaomi Gasper, commenced with the recitation of the national anthem, after which the chairman, Yoruba Tennis Club, Brother Architect Olaomi Agbaje, gave his welcome address.
On behalf of the Vice Patron, trustees, past chairman, elders, brethren and sisters of the club, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome our guest speaker and all of you who have taken time out of the very busy schedule to join us in today's episode in the series of public lectures delivered at the Yoruba Tennis Club by eminent personalities over the years. The Yoruba Tennis Club is a social, sports and private member club founded in the 15th September 1926 in Lagos. When founded, it created a venue for Nigerians, regardless of region of origin, to play tennis and socialize. Since at that time, they were excluded from the then European Tennis Club, which is now known as Lagos Lawn Tennis Club. The aim and objective of the club include encouraging all kinds of sports, particularly games of lawn tennis among its members and the public, inculcating the spirit of good sportsmanship among its members, providing social meeting ground for its members, promoting education, international relations, and concord among different nations.
The guest lecturer, Governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency Dr. Kayode Fayemi, in his lecture, noted that the provision of security and welfare of the citizens are the primary purpose and responsibility of any government. Dr. Kayode Fayemi talked about the fight against insecurity and praised the country for being the only federal administration in the world with a centralized security system. He also urged the governors to liaise with the state commissioners of police, state directors of security, and state commandants of the Security and Civil Defense Corps in order to protect citizens.
As Nigeria contends with violent conflicts, even with our record of relative success in managing post-Civil War reconciliation and reconstruction, the key challenges to the polity remain that of establishing an effective and accountable security that is prepared to confront the myriad of challenges facing our country. These structural challenges could only be addressed within a historical context. To understand the nature of the challenges and provide solutions to them, an assessment of Nigeria's political environment is critical. For example, to what extent has the question of the Nigerian nation been settled, what many will call the national question? And countries naturally try to settle that particular issue so that other things can follow without another round of debate. So that's number one.
Governor Kayode Fayemi concluded by commending the President Buhari-led administration for the many efforts aimed at checking insecurity and other challenges facing the country.
What is the interaction between the composition of our security forces and its interplay with societal threat environment as a whole? Does the level of security threat correspond to the size, the composition, and the equipment of our security forces? These are the questions that I try to answer in assessing the challenges and prospects for security sector restructuring 20 years into our democracy by reviewing the national security architecture in Nigeria from a nuanced investigation of the cross-cutting issues that I've highlighted above. The spectrum of threats to law, order, and public safety in parts of Nigeria calls for a comprehensive review of the conceptual and operational assumptions at the heart of our national security architecture, and a redesign where necessary to build institutional capacities to meet current threats. The institutional orientation of our security establishment has long been characterized by a tension between two differing conceptions of national security. Under military rule, for example, the dominant principle was that of regime security. The security of the regime, specifically the personal well-being of the person who occupies the seat of the head of state, was articulated as being the same as the security of the nation. The security of the state was deemed exclusively synonymous with the personal safety of the head of state and the stability of his regime.
In the interactive session led by Ambassador Segun Akinsanya, important issues affecting Nigeria like custom duties, the issue of patriotism, corruption, population, governance, poverty and insecurity were discussed. This was followed immediately by the closing remarks of the Secretary, Board of Trustees of the Yoruba Tennis Club, Dr. Oluyomi Fini, who represented the Chairman, Board of Trustees, Yoruba Tennis Club, Brother Alhaji Dr. Femi Okunu, SAN.
I'm sure we've all had a very fulfilling day. And what can anyone say about Dr. Fayemi? He is a very brilliant person. We all know that. The issue of corruption, the issue of economy, and the issue of security must be tackled as a unit. If you there's no way you can cure security when there is so much gap for corruption. Because almost invariably, people who explore lapses will ensure that you cannot kill corruption. And like they said, if you don't kill corruption, corruption will kill you. I pray that corruption doesn't kill us. It is quite an intellectual exposure and the opportunity for us to learn and to make sure that we keep on working for this country. If there is going to be a restructuring, so be it. If we spend another 20 years talking about restructuring, and why do we have to waste so much energy and time?
Next was the presentation of an appreciation plaque to the guest lecturer, Governor Kayode Fayemi, by Dr. Bolaji Ajenifuja.
Nigeria is blessed as everybody, but unfortunately, not many of them are coming out to tell it. And that's why I said something about patriotism. If we are not patriotic, this country will not work. On behalf of the chairman, the trustees, vice chairman, the director of the I present to you in honor of the visitor, the great
The The vote of thanks was said by the Vice Chairman, Yoruba Tennis Club, Chief Jide Damasio, which was followed by a photo and video session. Biscon Communications congratulates the Yoruba Tennis Club on the successful hosting of its 93rd anniversary public lecture